You know, let's do some idiotic rambling while we're driving. I was going to sit down at the table and do this, but you know, it amazes me that there's so many guys and gals that are going from being an owner-operator leased to a company to getting their own authority. And maybe it's because they're contacting me that I'm aware of it, and I'm sure that a lot of people do it, and that's a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong, but what amazes me about that whole situation is they decide to make that decision, and they start doing it, and they don't take into consideration the insurance cost, the base plate cost, their local state they live in, about taxes. They just go out and do it. They're just like, okay, we're going to do it. Get their own authority, pay the money, get their LLC, pay the money, get it set up, and then they go insurance shopping. They're like, oh my God, insurance is $23,000 or $30,000. It's like, yeah, you might have probably should have checked on that first. That's what I did. You know, I kind of checked everything and knew what I was getting into. And my insurance is $15,000. I'm hoping that comes down dramatically this year, because $15,000 is too much money. You know, 2 years ago, insurance was $5,000. It's more than doubled, if not tripled, in the last 2 years. What are you doing, Expo? Keeping your lane there, bud. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't, you know. And then the state they live in, they're like, oh my God, the base plate's like $5,000. You know, or you know, I just went out and bought a new truck, and I live in a certain state, and I got to pay, you know, $10,000 sales tax on that truck I just bought. Well, did you not check into that before you did it? You might have, maybe should have checked out, you know. I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm lucky. I live in Tennessee. There's no sales tax on commercial vehicles. I knew that going in. My base plate's $1,400. I knew that going in. I think what I need to do is open up a forwarding service out of my address. Sorry, I lost your homework. And maybe, there's FedEx lost his bills. But maybe do a forwarding, you know, let them guys, you know, use my address as their business. I need to check into the legality of that. And, you know, because I mean, this paying a state $10,000 for sales tax and turn around and buy a $5,000 base plate is ludicrous, you know. I mean, this is a pennies operation here, and you're spending dollars to make pennies. Anyway. But yeah, do your research, man. The state you live in, do the research on insurance, taxes, base plates. Do all that research before you apply for your LLC. I mean, it might not be feasible. You might be better off staying leased on to where you are and run their base plate. You know, I don't know, but just jumping and making a decision. Life is good, makes it look easy. I'm just going to jump in there and do it too, and then you're whining because you know. And another thing, you got no experience with load boards. You just jump out of a prime truck straight into your own authority, and then you're crying because you don't know where the markets are and the rates are. You can't find loads, and you know, I've preached that you need 6 months operating expenses, because the first few months is rough. You know, and then you add on top of that not knowing where you're going and where to go and the lanes to run, doesn't help. You know, so you're just creating a massive situation. You know, and a prime example, a guy just went on authority. I'm not going to mention his name. He's probably watching this video now, but you know, Lord have mercy, talking about a rough go. He kind of got thrown into the wolves. Was not by his choosing. He was making the decision to go, but unforeseen circumstances forced him out there earlier than he wanted to. And so he's got he's like north of 20 grand left, and it gets eat up fast. You know, I mean, insurance takes $3,500 of it. But before he ever hauled his first load, his truck broke down. And he was down for a week, and emissions problems, new turbo. So so he got off to a bad start. Holy cow, man! But he's going to make it. He'll make it fine. He just hauled his first load, but he's going to be okay. He's going to survive. But that's why you need to save up for rainy days, because when it rains, it pours, So, I mean, I don't know. I just, you guys go watch my Trucking 101 videos. I mean, it's laid out in there what you need, the money saved up. And then, like I said, to get you on authority, you need 3 to 6 months saved up, because it's going to be an expensive endeavor. Unless you factor. Now, factoring's going to make the burden easier, but you might as well go to the bank and borrow $20,000 on a 10% loan, because it's a lot better than doing 3% factoring, because 3% factoring, annual percentage rate is like 80%. I mean, you borrow the same $20,000 from a factoring company versus a bank, you're gonna save $9,000 to $10,000 in finance charges. I've got a slideshow that I need to put that up, but some people just can't grasp that. Well, it's only 3%. Yeah, it is only 3%, but 3%, you do that annually, at 3% grows into 80%. Anyway, it's outrageous. 80% might be a little steep, but so if you're going to do factoring, and it kind of lessens the burden on your cash flows. But after the first 30 days, your cash flow is flowing. I cash flow. I just went all the way to the West Coast, and that was a net 30. And I'll survive okay without that week's paycheck. I'll survive fine. That paycheck will be here in 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll be sitting pretty. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I just feel bad. I've got several guys going through some hard times because they jumped into something they wasn't fully aware of what they were jumping into, and I feel really bad. I mean, I don't know what to do, other than get off this exit and go wash my truck and hope the weather holds till I get home. Park in the driveway, because I'm not sure how long it will be in the driveway. So anyway, we're going to take it home, clean, and park it. Go from there. And we will talk to you guys after a while. I'll do a couple of lives. We got a lot of videos to render. By the time this video comes up, hopefully a lot has changed. Anyway, we'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Hey Tim, this is Ben Iron from Tuckahoe, New York. You are watching Idiotic Ramblings with Life is Good. Come on!